Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 mod spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Colonial Marines Weapons mod, which is being made by actually quite a number of different users, but overall is being released by one J Snyder 193. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is 4 separate weapons from the Colonial Marines of the Aliens franchise. And oh, I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. Now I know, it's not quite lore-friendly to this game, but I love the Aliens franchise, and the idea of rolling around the Commonwealth with a pulse rifle just makes me smile. So here we are, and so let's take a look at the 4 weapons that are added in. Now that is for the moment. The mod maker is hoping to add in other guns from the franchise, but for right now we have 4, starting with the M41A assault rifle, which is a beauty. I really gotta hand it to the modders on this one. The modeling and texturing for all of these guns is very, very well made. I really do like all of them. And yeah, the M41A assault rifle in its standard version will do 80 damage using the M309 custom ammunition with a firing rate of 47, range of 251, accuracy of 66, and a weight of 10.3, and of course with a couple of different mod slots, so we can make it even better, which is always cool. Now the next we have is a variant on the M41A, the Snow Wolf, which is just gorgeous, and does a lot more damage at 110, uses the same ammunition with a firing rate of 50, range of 251, accuracy of 66, and weight of 10.3. Ooh, and I actually should point out one thing on here that I probably should have pointed out on the first M41A. The counters currently are there for just pure aesthetics. Hopefully they'll work in the future. I have no idea if that's possible in the game or not, but for right now, yeah, it's just going to constantly show a 0-0 there and a 95 over there, which is a little unfortunate. I'd really love for those to be functional, but like I said, I don't know if you can, and I don't know if there are plans for the mod pack to make that work, but at least for right now, we have the cool, beautiful weapon. Now the next gun we have is the Ripley's Revenge, which is a nice futuristic revolver that'll do 72 damage using, again, the same ammunition, firing rate of 9, range of 251, accuracy of 64, and a weight of 7.9. And you'll notice, slight glitch with this one at the moment, that a lot of the different modifications are kind of doubled up. Little bit of an oddity. Hopefully it'll get fixed in the next version. For now, just pick one and make your change and you'll be good to go. And the final gun that we have, oh, is the most beautiful of all, the M56 Smart Gun, a heavy weapon classification, which does not a lot of damage in the standard version of only 45, but it has an amazing fire rate of 272, with a range of 251, accuracy of 58, and weight of 23.4. It is a beautiful, beautiful weapon that can, of course, once again be made better with modifications. And yeah, with its firing rate and even the basic ammo, this thing can actually take down a behemoth within about 10-15 seconds or so. It's gorgeous. I really, really do love this thing. And that is our weapons. Now then, you may be asking, how in the world do we get a hold of these things? And well, if you want to cheat like I did for this video, you can of course spawn them in with console commands. Other than that, if you want to get them normally, you're going to have to venture out into the world to 4 different locations, which, don't worry, they are all on the mod page, which you can go and check to see the exact location for each, so don't worry about that. And you'll actually have to find them at those locales. And it's actually quite interesting. Now, the closest of which, and one that I will mention here on the video, is the Super Duper Mart over in Lexington, where I'm actually going to put up a video of me collecting my weapon earlier. Now, you're going to show up in that part of the world, and you're actually going to see one of the Colonial Marines tank drop pod things, and that is where you're going to find your weapons. Now, each of them at the 4 different locations around the world will be guarded by something impressive, in this case a behemoth, which once you kill it, you can go inside the tank after a quick lockpicking, where you will find a number of crates ready for you to loot, which will have ammunition in them for the guns, as well as hopefully one of the weapons. Now, that's one of the actual small bugs at the moment. It doesn't always seem to have a weapon, which is a little bit unnerving considering there's 4 guns in the game and there's only 4 of these tanks for you to find. And I've actually encountered it so far. I've tried in several different save files now, and it seems like a quarter of the time, roughly so far, it won't have a gun in it, which is not good if you don't want to cheat, but that is why there may be an addition of a gun merchant in the future. Right now, there isn't one, but later on in another version, the mod maker may decide to make a merchant so you can actually buy these, which I think would be fun. Now, other than that, a fun thing we can do is, well, of course, again, where you find the ammo for these things is also in those various tanks, which makes it a kind of a limited supply. So thankfully, we can actually come over here to any chemistry station and make our ammunition ourselves by just going down to the UCMC ammo category here, and we can make the M309, which is the standard round all 4 guns use, but oh, our fun large heavy gun, of course, can be actually changed over to use other rounds, being the Thor or the higher explosive M309S. And as you can see, all of these actually take quite a bit to make. The M309 requiring 10mm rounds, circuitry, frag grenades, and nuclear materials, and rank 3 in science and rank 1 in chemist. The Thor rounds will take 1 circuitry, 100 fusion cells, and 3 nuclear materials, along with rank 3 in science and rank 1 in chemist. And the M309S rounds, oh boy, which will need 100 10mm rounds, circuitry, frag grenades again, nuclear material, and rank 4 in science and rank 2 of chemist. And yeah, each of these will produce 90 rounds at once, which is quite useful. And yeah, so that is how you can get more of the ammunition besides having to rely on the tanks. And of course, let's take a look at the different modifications we have. Now, for the standard M41 assault rifle, we have a variety of receivers, which will, do the standard thing of any receiver, adding in different kinds of damage, make it automatic or semi-automatic, which I should point out that the standard one of the M41A assault rifle is a semi-automatic weapon, so if you do want it to be, a faster firing rate and more like the actual pulse rifles from the movie, well, yeah, you're going to have to make it into an automatic. And then we have a variety of very high-end receivers, which are quite impressive. Going up to, I believe this one, the Ultra Impact is the highest damage, 200 damage, has criticals and armor penetration, and is just beautiful, but does require a lot to make, including Gun Nut 4 and Science 3. Now, as for the standard barrels, we only have 1, just the standard barrel. In grips, we do have a couple. We have a Thor Infuser here, which will change the ammunition type over from the standard to the Thor ammunition, upping the damage to 108. We can also add in just a comfort grip or a stabilizer grip to help with hipfire accuracy and recoil, which is always useful. Now, I don't know why the Thor Infuser is in the grip. I've been kind of wondering about that, but you know what? Oh well, wherever it fits to give us the beautiful, more powerful Thor ammo is good. And then in sights, we have a number of different sights in here, just ranging from pretty much anything you could really need, from various different magnifications, recon scopes, night vision, etc. All of which are pretty good and do fit in with the gun quite nicely. So there we go, that is the M41A. Now the Snow Wolf should, I believe, have all the same things. Same standard receivers in here, including the Ultra Impact. Now this, of course, is a higher damage weapon, So with the Ultra Impact, oh yeah, look at that, 275 damage. Same with the standard barrel, the grip, you'll have the same stuff in here, including the Thor Infuser, and of course, same thing with the sights, just all the various same scopes as the standard M41. Next, with the Ripley's Revenge, we have the receiver, which again, just a variety of different receivers in here. I believe that Basher Assault one right up at the top is the most powerful yet, 252 damage. Oh boy, but does of course require a lot to make, including 9,000 bottle caps, rank 3 in nuclear physicist, and rank 4 in science. So it's definitely a powerful endgame weapon. Now in the barrels we have the 1, in the grips we have 3, the Comfort Marksman or just the standard, and in sights again we just have a variety of different scopes for you to use, including recon, night vision, etc. All quite useful, all very fun to have. And then finally the M56 Smart Gun, my favorite. It has a variety of different barrels to increase the damage, which is always good. And then of course outside of the barrels we have the grips, and this is where it changes between the different ammunition types. So this one will upgrade it to the M309S, upping it to 60 damage, and the Thor Infuser up to 60 damage as well. And yeah, just so you have your different ammo types, all fun to use. I'm actually going to switch it over to this one just because I like those bullets, frankly. And it's cool. And then finally in sights we have the standard, a 10x, and a 4x, just to, you know, change up a little bit of magnification. And that is our 4 guns and all of their modifications. Now let's take a look at the standard versions of them. Well, of course, except for the M56, which technically I changed to a different ammo type, but it's still going to actually shoot the same. And this is where I actually come to my one problem with this mod. It doesn't sound like the pulse rifle from the movie. Now, I understand on the mod page, the mod makers are a little bit wary about adding the sound because they're worried about copyright issues. I can completely understand that, and frankly, I'm kind of okay with it considering we do have beautiful, you know, ammo that explodes on impact. It's just glorious. But yes, I really would like to have that pulse rifle sound. Hopefully they do make at least a close enough version to it in the future. But yeah, for right now, you'll just have to do it this way, which I should probably turn off God mode that I was using earlier. Let's turn that off so we can actually show the reload animation. And there we go. As you can see, the reload animation is not functional for this. It's using the wrong kind of animation. That's another thing they are hoping to fix in future versions, but for right now, it's just sort of a placeholder animation, which is a little bit disappointing, but oh well. Again, it is a planned thing that is going to be fixed. Now, the Snow Wolf, of course, is going to be the same here. There we go, lovely, and same animation, beautiful. Now let's go to the Ripley's Revenge, a fun revolver. Thing is a freaking cannon, and I love it. Now, of course, the animation works a lot nicer on this one, considering the, you know, standard in-game revolver animation works quite nicely. And then finally, we have the M56 Smart Gun. Oh, yeah. There we go. Isn't it glorious? And oh, I actually... Uh-oh, I'm short on ammunition. I can't show the reload animation on this one. Ah, crap. I knew I'd run out of ammo eventually. I should have made more. Well, oh well. Again, the animation on this one isn't quite right either. It's a placeholder animation from the minigun, and something, again, they plan to fix. So let's actually just go over here and do what we usually do and kill our poor unsuspecting mongrel before ending the video. And yeah, we do actually have a fun scope on this one. I do love it, and we can fire at will. And there is a dead mongrel. Frankly, I probably could have killed him in only a short burst, but you know what? Doing that is a lot more fun. A lot more fun. And yeah, this is the Colonial Marines weapon pack, and it is frigging amazing. And if you, like me, are a fan of the Aliens movies, it is a fun and wonderful download to have that hopefully you will go and check out on your own, which if you would like to have a gander at it, you can take a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that is going to be it for today, my friends. I hope you have enjoyed, and of course, that you do come back for the next episode when we'll be looking at hopefully yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!